for trainer of Gervonta Davis. A huge, huge fight week starting right now. Just tell me,
Okay.
Mr. Ford, just tell me initially, what kind of feeling are you getting for fight week? It's a big, big fight. What's the feeling in America? Is this like as big as like the fights in the past that you can think of? You know, where does this rank?
To me right now, I'm just trying not to get caught up into everything. We know and understand it is a very big fight for this generation and whatnot. It reminds me of Floyd and Oscar, and getting the chance to actually be in the midst of it. It's like a big storm, But again, the storm gonna pass, so you just have to keep your composure and just go through um the situation of it, what's going to happen. We've been very prepared for it from all the other big fights and selling out in different arenas and going different places. So only thing my concern is just taking what we've been doing in camp and just making sure we can be able to take that and translate it in the ring that night.
And just regards to yourself, I know you've been observing Ramadan for the last 20 odd days. How difficult
hmm
has it been for you to whilst fasting and preparing Javon
Oh,
today?
it's
Big
been
fight
it's
for the
been
guy.
very difficult. I mean, I've been doing it for over like 30, almost 40 years, but it's been really difficult because of all the hoop hob and everything, and then trying to keep my composure and everything, So it's been a task. This Ramadan has been a big task, but I'm glad it's happening now, so I can really keep my focus and keep my clarity of what I have to do to actually um, change the culture. You know what I'm saying, of the youth of this society.
Good stuff. And I just want the fans to kind of understand and appreciate, especially the British fans, the relationship you have with Gervonta. You've known him since he was a child. You guys share a deep, deep bond. You've seen him through his good times, his bad times. Just describe
hmm
a little bit about your relationship. What can you compare it to? Is it like a father and son? Is it best friends,
Um,
brothers?
father, son, best friend, uncle, manager, coach. I wear many hats. I made many hats with Gervonta, But at the same time, I understand his lessons that he go through in life. That's what makes him going to become who he's going to become as time go on.
Throughout the years, the last 20 odd years, has there been times where you've thought this kid's looking, he's not going to fulfill his potential? Have there been any moments like
Um,
that?
I never said that. It's just like, because I look at myself and how I was raised, and how I came up. I sit there and look at it and say, shucks, I'm thankful to have you at this level where you at right now, because when I was your age and who I was, man, so you blessed, but I'm just I'm giving honest to my Lord for just giving me the chance to help being in this life and being at this level from coming from where I came from, and see that you put the right people around you, anything is possible.
100%. Where do you think he is as a fighter now? Do you feel like he's reached a place where he's at his best now, or do you think there's still more levels left to his game?
Um, I haven't seen an opponent brought the best out of him yet, and he's awakening now. He's at his awakening point, So I am seeing that, especially at the pinnacle of this particular situation in his life. He's at the pinnacle of the sport right now. So now it's the thing is, can he be that guy to take us the rest of the way, bringing great entertainment, great fights to the fans.
And he's 5'5". He's got a 5-inch deficit compared to Ryan Garcia. Where does he generate that kind of power from? To your knowledge, like I said, you've seen him since day one.
Since he was little, I used to call him Mercedes and a BMW smashed together. And they was back when I was coming up. They was the two sports car, that was competing to be that sports car. So that's why I always believe where his power always generated from. You know.
On paper, Ryan Garcia's most difficult technical opponent was probably Luke Campbell, and he showed that he eventually
Yeah.
got the job done. Who do you think was the most difficult challenge Gervonta's had so far?
None of them.
Mhm.
Not because they didn't bring the best out of him, where I really had to see him bite down, where I know as a coach had been around him that I had to see him bite down. Um, um, how would I say? I seen him in different forms. He fought many fights as an amateur. You know, when I look at the situation with Luke Cameron, he was the only person that was on paper that was on that level that Ron standing in front of. Um, but at the same time, Tank stood in front of a lot of opponents that was names, had names and whatnot, and he passed the test.
These kind of fights are very rarely made. I'm still surprised it's happening, to be completely honest with you. And I think a lot of British fans are still surprised. Is there hidden mutual respect between both of these? Because I get the feeling there is. I saw the live yesterday, they were joking about having a bet, but I just get the feeling
No,
from.
that was serious. That was serious.
Yeah,
That was
okay.
serious as all outdoors. That degree was very serious. That degree was very serious. Far as the bet, because we didn't even expect that. Um, but again, anything can happen in boxing. You have to keep a level head. Don't get caught up in what the fans saying and whatnot. I just need him to go in there and articulate what we've been doing in camp and put on a good performance for his fans.
With regards to that bet, have things been put in place? Are they actually going to go ahead with that?
I, Muslim Mark, I ain't gonna follow it. Me personally, I don't even bother with it. But it was good entertainment for me. Because I was actually in the room when it happened, and I was shocked that they both jumped up. But the part that really got me, how calm Tank was to lure him in to do it. You get what I'm saying? And Ron kept saying everything is already on the line. No, everything ain't on the line. Nobody ever put their whole purse up on the line. So if that happened, that'd be the first in boxing for a major fight like that. That would change the situation of boxing truly. Because then when people start calling out, put your money up. Now they say put your money up, put your money up with your mouth. So it's
It,
different.
it'd be crazy if it goes ahead. But in regards to the respect, is there a lot of respect between both of them? Do you feel there is?
um, on me, I always taught Tank to always treat your fighter like all fighters are world beater. So of course it's going to be respect there on that level. But Tank sees some other things in his mind that I can't expound on. But listen to his thought pattern. When he speak out of it, he don't respect him. It's like he used to, or being the person who he say he is. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I like when Ron say he gonna knock him out in the second round and all that, because it's just like putting gasoline on the fire. So we have to wait and see that night.
The experts are saying this fight is going to be a tactical battle. It's going to end in the later rounds. The casual boxing fans are saying this is the 3 round shootout. But the man behind one of the fighters, how do you see it most likely outcome from this fight?
Um, in the words of Kenny Ellis looking for a knockout. I always train Tank for 12 rounds. For 12 rounds. I just My method of what I'm looking for in this fight, I just want to put on a performance to send a message to the others that's coming behind this particular fight.
Good stuff. And just the last thing, I want you to kind of share something about Gervonta's story, something that we may not know about, because obviously in the media he's portrayed a certain way, but I get the feeling he's like a deep thinking individual, and I feel like there's probably a lot more to him that the world doesn't know about, and I think you probably know everything about him. So is there something
Um,
positive you can share about him?
Eddie Hearn said he wasn't a deep thinker, but looking at where Tank is at, it was all strategically how we perform and how we got where we are at today. They still haven't seen the best of Tank. Um, Something that they don't know, like the word strap season. He came up with that. You know what I'm saying? If you watch how he helps promote himself, his ring interest, a lot of the stuff that he does on his own without us even telling him. Like right now, I don't even know how he's gonna do his ring walk. I don't even know what color his uniform is. You know what I'm saying? So certain things that he puts in his mind, or who bringing them out, that's his thing. Um, Every time we in a fight, he'll come whisper to me, "Yo, I'm gonna sleep him." You know what I'm saying? So he know when it's time for him to do what he's going to do. So that's what if you always go back and listen to some of he's brilliant. He's brilliant, you know. So I'm just waiting to see what he do this time.
And the last question on Gervonta, beyond this fight, does he stay at lightweight, or do you think he goes up even in super lightweight potentially?
The plan is to do what the weight let us do. We don't have no problems doing it. And we're gonna do just like the old school fighters. We're gonna campaign at that weight until he can't make it no more.
Top stuff. Mr. Ford, would you like to add anything else? It's been a pleasure to have you on.
Nah, I just appreciate the opportunity, man. I'm glad I can get on and let the British fans know what's going on here. And, you know, and in the words of Gervonta Davis, support us. We'll fight for you.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time and good luck. I know you're going to be fasting on fight night as well, and have a good Eid on Sunday.
Thank you.